And what's the best way to see Avignon? You should consider a walking tour. You can do this on your own using your own instincts or using the map, using the brochures, or use a local guide. And now we're going to show you a mix of scenes, some from our walking tour with a local guide, from our visit, and others just meandering around on our own to give you a good overview of how you too can walk through the center of Avignon. Avignon's Old Town is a charming neighborhood of shopping lanes and narrow residential streets with little back alleys perfect for strolling. Some of these routes are exclusively for pedestrians. No cars allowed, especially in the shopping center just southeast of the Place de l'Horloge. It's like one big shopping mall. And this historic center can easily be seen on foot in one day, for it is a compact zone about 1/2 mile wide and about a 1/2 mile long. The curved shape of these streets will keep you guessing what's around the bend, what's coming up next, or which monument or museum will you see around the next bend in the road. The streets are level. You don't have to worry about hills here in the center of the old town. And they're just riddled with little plazas and fountains with trees, some benches, and of course numerous cafes. While this neighborhood is very old, the shops and galleries are up to date with modern interiors and contemporary European items for sale. Be sure to visit the Tourist Information Office and get their useful map that provides 4 walking routes to follow while you're exploring the city. This free map is one of the better travel brochures you will ever come across. The Tourist Bureau has put colored arrows on the sidewalks here and there, coordinated with the map to help keep you on track. The first day's walk already covered some of its suggestions, but you'll find plenty left to keep you busy for the rest of today. At first, this walking zone will seem vast and disorienting. There's a lot of tangled, twisted corners and angles, but this is actually just a few blocks of lovely shops that you would enjoy again later in the afternoon for some further serious browsing. Find your way to Rue des Marchands and then past the synagogue to Place P. Place P is a relatively large tree-lined square surrounded by quaint buildings and cafes. Place P is a nice outdoor plaza that would be easily overlooked by the casual visitor to Avignon. It's not really at the top of any postcard shots or lists of things to visit in town, but you see, it's a very lovely spot. The covered food market of Les Halles was created in the 1800s. You see here today the modern market hall. It was built in the 1970s with a very interesting living green wall on the outside. You can pass through the indoor food market, Les Halles, emerging on the south end at Rue Bonneterie, which turns into one of the most picturesque streets in town.
Rue des Teinturiers.
The Street of the Tinters. Several ancient water wheels along this cobble lane are still turning, pushed along by a quaint little tree-lined canal. These wheels were once used to provide power for the manufacturing and dyeing of textiles and printing and a few other industrial applications. It was the beginnings of the industrial age. Now this is a trendy street with cafes, boutiques, and a small theater, and it's a mere 10-minute walk from the town center. You might want to come back again for another look at twilight when it takes on a different atmosphere. And of course, that's when the restaurants will be really coming to life. This street is the kind of place you just want to drop anchor for a while and hang out, sit down on a bench, lean up against the wall, relax, watch these water wheels. Of course, the wheels are no longer functioning to power any equipment, obviously, in this modern age.
Just for decoration.
They're here mostly as historical landmarks and for your entertainment. So take advantage. It becomes very hypnotic to just stand watching these wheels go round and round.